Hello, Gemini. This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot, here to look at your week ahead starting April 14th, 2025. Gemini, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers before we begin. Also, the deck that I am using to deliver your messages will be listed in the description box. Not intentionally reading reversals. All right, so let's get underway here. Cleansing the energies from doing Taurus's messages for what's coming up here for my twins. What's the potential energies for Gemini? My voice is struggling here, Gemini, so just bear with me. I think it's the change of weather here. Last week we were in the 70s. This week it's not even going above 50, so it's affecting me here. All right, so energies here for Gemini. What's the messages here for Gemini? All right, let's cut the deck here, Gemini, and see what is coming up here for you potentially. Again, these are just energies coming from me. Not reading reversals here, but we're going to start off with the very positive card here for you, Gemini, and that's the happiness card, okay? The Four of Wands. Four of Wands always represents any types of celebrations, so it could be celebrating birthdays, anniversaries. Someone could be getting married. It's always the shared structure of happiness inside of building, right? So someone could be deciding to want to move or relocate to a different area, whether or not that move instigates some sort of purchase of any types of lands or property. All right, so this is engagements, proposals that could be taking place as well. Friends, family members, romantic partners making a decision to move in with one another. That could be also seen under the energy of the Four of Wands. Up next, now we have the Hangman, Major Arcana. Simply put, any actions or decisions for you this week, Gemini, just take your time. Hangman comes through here to remind you. You have to look at the video, um, or at least come back to the video from your first watch. If there's any actions or decisions for you to take, you have to take your time so that you're not rushing through, um, you know, hurriedly or anything like that, so that you end up having to deal with any types of, regrets later on. So that is the Hangman. Air suspension, things hanging in the balance, that sort of thing. Okay, neutral energy. Up next, now we have the major arcana, the Hierophant. The Hierophant, there's an air of spiritual energy of protection that will be surrounding you this week, Gemini, which is a great thing. Major arcana always comes through in terms of some sort of spiritual enlightenment, uplifting, epiphanies. Pay attention to any types of synchronicities this week in terms of any repetitive angelic numbers that you may see. Those are messages that are coming through that are meant for you to see and take note of. Teaching and learning in any aspect could be taking place. Definitely somebody, again, it mirrors over here to the happiness card, the Four of Wands, could be getting married this week. Always get, though, however, there could be some sort of job training going on here for somebody who may have just entered into a new job or got some sort of form of promotion. All right, so that is the Hierophant, Major Arcana. Up next, now we have your energy here charging through. Whether or not the decision relates to anything from your past, Gemini, this is always you having to charge through because you're clear about what you're going to do. You've communicated, you cleared up any confusion, uncertainty. Could have been any attachments to fears, doubts centered around a situation, person, or event. So I feel that that's what you're going to do. But then again, it mirrors over here to the Hangman, in which I just said to you guys, the Hangman usually comes through to remind you to take your time, however, through any means of actions or decisions, so that you don't end up having to make any types of mistakes. Up next, now we have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands, you're either moving towards something positive, Gemini, or it's moving towards you. Traveling may be involved for some of you this week, and I always say that if you are traveling, since I'm not reading these cards in the reverse, your traveling should be safe to and from. I also assign long distance love affair and romance to the Three of Wands. Also to the room, Three of Wands could also be any types of progress being moved forward for anything that was experienced by you that was slow or stagnating. Now, you can just attach anything that was not moving fast enough for you, Gemini, in this recent week. Now, this week, things start to pick up. And again, it could be a relationship, it could be, your work in general, anything that you can apply the pickup of the Three of Wands, a project, assignment, or something. Up next, now we have the Six of Swords. Okay, so the Six of Swords is showing up here. This is some stressful energy, maybe moving or leaving you, okay, that you may have been surrounded by. Things are calming down, clearing out. Always say smooth sailing and smooth passages. With this card, however, though, with the Six of Swords, definitely underneath the Four of Wands, where I said that someone could be deciding to make a decision to move or relocate to a different area, whether or not it is anything to do with purchasing land or property. This is the card that indicates that move. Okay, that's the Six of Swords, relocating to a different area or making a decision to move to a different area. All right. Once again, if you're traveling like the Three of Wands, you're going to be safe, Gemini, to and from. Following that, now we have the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles here is the card of, well, it's a rich card of abundance, unlimited amount of money, potential. So that offering of the pentacle could be a job offer for someone. It could be a promotion, could be a contract, could be a business startup, investments, savings for the first time. Aces always start things off. But this Ace of Pentacles here is always regarded, at least by me, as the ability of earning potential. There's no limit to what you can achieve or earn within Ace of Pentacles showing up in your spread. Following the Ace of Pentacles here for Gemini, now we have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. Pay attention to your intuition, of course. You always have to pay attention to those gut feelings, those inner voices. Very first impressions that you get are the correct answer. The other thing is that there could be multiple things opening up here for you this week, and you must pay attention to your intuition to choose wisely. Choose what is going to be best for you. For other Geminis that I'm reading for, then there could be, because of the presence of the Seven of Cups, it represents love and relationships, so there could be coming onward, to you from others, some sort of devotion, love, dedication. Okay, whether it's coming from family members, co-workers, romantic partners, friends. Up next is the major arcana of the world card. So again, opportunities may be lurking. Always be on the lookout for that. This is always regarding a chapter ending surrounding you, Gemini, whatever the chapter that is. A new chapter is about to begun. All right. So the world card also too represents relationships of all kinds. Very positive. Okay. So definitely be on the lookout or be aware of anything opportunistic that may come your way this week. All right, so following the world card, now we have the devil. The major arcana of the devil here. Usually when the devil shows up here, Gemini, there's something that you need to address. Have some sort of conversation, bring that energy up to the surface. Maybe it's bad habits, personal habits that you have that you need to deal with. This is always having to break the chains and the bonds or whatever the devil is restricting you from, okay? And the restriction is allowing you to be your better self. So you want to, break any obsession. You want to break any addictions. You want to break any toxicity, whether it's dealing with people, the relationships that you have, whether it's family members, friends, romantic partners, could be co-workers, could be some sort of obsession going on with a romantic partner, or feeling like you're addicted to a romantic party, and you actually could be in a relationship with that person, and the addiction aspect is that, oh, I can't seem to get enough of this person. All right, so if it's not you having to deal with addictions like drinking, smoking, gambling, could be, excuse me, sex involved, pornography, FWBs. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about that. I talked about it enough. You guys know what it is. Friends with benefits. That is not a healthy relationship. It's just short-term beneficial energy here, but it does prevent you from, having to enter into anything that's long term and healthy for you. Unrequited love, that also too falls into play. So the devil here, when it shows up here, it doesn't really need a clarifier, because I'm not going to throw a clarifier when the devil's to ask what is the problem, or why is the reason the devil is here, when you guys already know what you could be dealing with. Remember, the devil always casts and throws out that energy, always having you think or feel, or things appear to be um, what they are and they really aren't. And that's whether you're dealing with situation or actual people. That's the devil's draw. That's the devil's influence. That's what he's capable of. Okay, so additional messages here for you, Gemini. We're gonna okay, we got the major arcana, the Empress. So this week here, uh, do pay attention to the major arcanas here. You got the Hangman, the Hierophant. You just got the Empress, the World card, and the Devil. Okay, they will play out some way. Okay, not that the minor cards that are surrounding the major arcanas will not play out. They may actually interact with the major arcanas in some way. All right, so the Empress card could be just some Geminis that I'm reading for, drawing the energy back to themselves, focusing the energy on themselves. It's not a negative thing. Maybe you have been, putting energy out there in terms of, commitments or dedications to family members, friends, romantic partners, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, you did yourself service. Now it's like, okay, now let me pull my energy back and do something for me, reestablishing, taking care of, nurturing, loving yourself, valuing yourself, knowing, the things that, are important to you and what it means to you and what it means to other people. Um, Taking care of your internal, external energies. Could be modifying diets this week, exercising more. Could be going to hair salon appointments, nail pedicure appointments, anything to beautify and make you feel good. Okay. Of course, this would represent Mother Nature. So, if, you may be spending some time outdoors enjoying Mother Nature and God's beauty. Nothing wrong with that. Also, too, for some Geminis I'm reading, there could be, with the Emperor showing up here, pregnancy news surrounding you, or someone giving birth to a child. Anytime Sword shows up here in the spread, could indicate that birth of a child could go be delivered under cesarean section. All right, so we got the Empress card here, card of beauty, refocusing the energies. Also, something that could be happening or occurring around you this week, Gemini. It's new, going to be new. Could be developing, could be expanding, right? That's always the energy of the Empress, some sort of growth occurring. Following the Empress here, now we have, look at this, the major arcana, the Chariot. Oh my God. So definitely more energy than the Three of Wands when it comes to movement. So there's something positive that may be opening up for you. It's a rapid change of energy. And then, like the Three of Wands, again, could be traveling involved. If you are traveling safe to and from, the Ace of Pentacles here could indicate that, Geminis may be thinking about, decision-wise, not only a move to a different relocation, but it could be a purchase of a vehicle, okay? Car repairs, major or minors, that falls underneath the Chariot. I equate the Chariot with the other major arcana, the Star card. So even though the Star card is not here, you have to keep in mind that anything that's in association with that Star card falls underneath the energy of the Chariot, and the presence of it being in your spread just simply means that there could be a week of stargazing, dream journaling, anything going on for you, Gemini, this week in terms of any expansion or developments with your own psychic energies. You could meet somebody famous. Definitely social media, social networking could be taking place. And then not being the Gemini that gets behind any source of any vehicle, I have to throw this in here. Disregard the speed limit, because this card, no matter how positive it is, if you're not paying attention, you could end up with a moving violation. So be careful. All right. Otherwise, then that is a very powerful card to receive in your spread. The last card I'm going to draw for you is the Two of Cups. We want to finish off with the Two of Cups, and this is all about those Geminis who are, together in terms of a commitment or a relationship. You're getting out of that relationship and that which you are putting in. Also, the Two of Cups could be an indicator of a first invitation out on a date for someone. And then the Two of Cups also has the ability to bring forth or formulate new romantic partnerships. All right, so this is what I have for you this week, Gemini. Just me interpreting the cards. Only take what's going to work for you. Leave the rest alone. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Again, welcome any new subscribers to my channel. I definitely appreciate you. You guys go along this week. Be safe. Always come back here to get more of these messages from me, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.